Thank you very much. And can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land of the Nanawal people and pay my respects to elders past and present. It's a real privilege to welcome my fellow students and my peer review colleagues, our dedicated academic staff, and esteemed guests. And I'm truly excited to share my research with you today as part of this dynamic and inspiring academic community. This is the format of the presentation of my research. My research topic was leveraging artificial intelligence for the implementation of the Australian Signals Directorate Essential 8 controls in Services Australia. First, the abstract, the research, like I just mentioned before, explores how AI can be leveraged to enhance Services Australia's cybersecurity through implementation of the Essential 8 controls, and also how that can enhance Services Australia's threat detection, compliance automation, and improve resilience through a scalable, ethical AI-driven framework. If we imagine AI as a cybersecurity DJ, just imagine like logs, stats, and all of this mixed into like one nice song. A bit of a background: the project Services Australia manages critical services. That's why it's called Services Australia, like Medicare, Centrelink, child support, and they have an online platform called MyGov. These systems keep facing growing cyber threats, and as a result, there's a government mandate for all Commonwealth agencies or departments to implement the Essential 8 controls and to ensure they move on to the Essential ACSC maturity level 2. AI offers a promising solution to meet this requirement. If you look at the stats, the current stats, although not everything is available from the Australian Signal Directorate, saying the year 23-24, about 1,100 attempts are made against a government entity a day. And as someone who works in Services Australia, it says individually this can range from several hundreds to over 1,000. And we are, without disclosing anything, I think on the other side, on the high spectrum of the statistics. The research aims and objectives. The aims are to critically examine the potential of AI to enhance this implementation and how that can help Services Australia move on to the maturity level model 2. Only recently we moved on to maturity level 1. Before that we were at level 0. And the objectives: to identify the challenges within the core components of the systems mentioned, evaluate the current implementation status and limitation of these controls, and assess the ethical, operational, and technical implementation of implementing AI, integrating AI into the public sector. Methodology and data collection. For this research, we identified that we will have to use what you call a mixed methodology, where we use the qualitative and quantitative methodologies. The justification for this was it gives you a holistic picture, understanding the technical, operational, and ethical dimensions of the problem, and also validate findings through triangulation of qualitative and quantitative data. As part of this research, questions were prepared and distributed to agency staff, especially those in the cybersecurity division. There's a primary question and there is a sub-questions attached to it. The primary question, similar to the title of the research, and then you got secondary or subsection questions like deals with ethical governance and integration challenges and the vulnerabilities across Services Australia, digital infrastructure, and the others. The key findings, if you assume again cybersecurity as a guard dog, because this is basically what we're aiming to secure the systems. The AI as a cyber guard dog, actually, it doesn't eat, it doesn't sleep, and it only backs at real events, not the mailman, like what we have in our homes. The key findings confirmed through the research that AI can actually help automate and optimize the essential 8 controls in the agency. And also identified where integration challenges include the data privacy and system compatibility, and the ethical AI use is essential in public trust. There are 8 controls, but given the time frame, the project time frame, we decided to only zone in on the 3 most critical ones. Control 1, restrict administrative privileges. Control 2, application control. And control 3, to patch applications. But we have a sub 3A, or like patch operating systems as well, under patch applications. This is what the essential 8 looks like. And we are dealing with 1, 2, and the other one. And this is what the essential 8 maturity level model looks like. As you can see, maturity level 0 is red, very vulnerable. Maturity level 1. I was part of, I did work on some of the projects which supported the cyber hardening initiative in the agency to uplift our cybersecurity posture across the organization, and we hit maturity level 1. So we are now full steam heading to maturity level 2. For control, E8 control, restrict administrative privileges, leveraging AI will apply AI-driven role-based access control system to assign privileges based on behavior. It will help automate privilege revocation when anomalies are detected immediately without human intervention. And for application control, AI-powered behavioral analysis and anomaly detection are highly effective for enforcing application control. And you can train machine learning models to learn normal application behavior and continuously refine detection models to reduce false backends or false positive. For patch applications, like I mentioned earlier, there's a 3A operating systems included. Leveraging AI will help improve accuracy in identifying critical patches and scheduling them efficiently. Predictive analytics to identify vulnerable applications, and importantly, reduce the mean time to patch and improve overall system resilience. The project timeline is not that long, 6 months to be specific. That's why we selected only those 3 critical items to look at. And here is a work breakdown structure of the project timeline and a Gantt chart at the bottom there, starting from literature review to the final submission. In conclusion, and for future work, it's been determined through academic research, reliable sources, that the ASD Essential 8 provides a foundational framework for cyber resilience, but its implementation can be complex and operationally demanding. AI comes in to offer a transformative opportunity to automate and enhance the implementation of these controls. Recent findings from the 2025 AI Index highlight how AI is increasingly being used to improve threat detection, automate compliance, and reduce the burden on human analysts in cyber context. We have evidence of Australian government agencies has been embedding using AI, for example, the Australian Signals Directorate itself, to detect and respond to attacks. Services Australia, because we deal with payments, we also use some AI to monitor network traffic and detect anomalies to prevent fraud. The Department of Home Affairs, for national cyber defense strategies. The Department of Transformation, the Digital Transformation Agency, they've come up with the module AI procurement clauses to ensure that AI tools being procured meets defined standards, like the tools being used and the ATO to detect fraudulent activities. Finally, this research would not have been possible without the support from some of the people that's been mentioned here, not all of them, like my colleagues, Amanda Ashton, Cybersecurity Services Australia Cybersecurity Division, Andrew Champion, my director, Customer Details and Registrations, and from the ABS, Dr. Mohammed Nasir Khan, IT architect, Yusuf Mansouri, who is CEO, Consultech Australia, and Yasser Boywala, Department of Industry Science and Resources, and our own able lecturer, Dr. Kwazi Mamoun, subject lecturer. I consulted a lot of sources and during my research and doing the literature review. There's a barcode here. I have uploaded it in Google Drive. If you like to view the information, the literature review that's been used in this research, it's there. You can scan it. I can come back to it if you want to scan it and just to see where it is. And I want to say thank you all for your attention. Any questions? Thank you. Yes, AI, according to it's not the what do you call it? I'm not sure I got it right. The panacea of cybersecurity defense. Okay, it's there, like the word says, to leverage it, not to replace. I don't think the talk of AI will mean implement the leveraging of AI doesn't mean replacing stuff. There is still going to be For example, we have, if you look at the database area, you have a database team that looks after those things. There's definitely going to be a team that looks after that area. What AI is going to do is like the speed into way things are done. For example, sometimes we do have like incidents at work. They occur once, and the logs, once the logs are cleared, you're not able to even fix you are able to probably be able to fix the incident, but you are not able to replicate the incident itself in a test environment. So, and you cannot keep putting all these logs together in one place because it's just impossible. But with AI will be able to study these logs quickly and be able to identify like what are the what incident. They'll be able to study a lot more collection of logs in one area and to come up with patterns about what is the what was the incident and things like that. I'm not sure whether I get your questions right, but to come back to it's not going to replace. There is definitely going to be a human supervising like what the AI is doing, and it's going to take a lot longer time for that AI component even to be matured because you need to learn and you need to study all of that information. Thank you. Yes, I agree with the proposal to have it in-house first, rather than just start, say, to a third party out there. You know, I agree with that, and we do have a lot of in-house when it comes to security within the agency. Yeah, especially customer security, personal information, and things like that, almost of every Australian. Yes, yes, because the AI is fed with business rules, how the AI can behave. Yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Thanks, Shane. Thank you. Thank you. Well, when we looked as part of the research, we looked at all eight of them. All eight of them can actually benefit from leveraging AI, and but we thought we would just go for the three top. We put it like what are the three top um, ASD E8 controls. So we will start from those three, you know, like patching application, restricting administrative privilege, and the third one, and those three that I identified, access control. Yes, yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yes, it's out of scope to go into. Yes, it was out of scope of this project. The research was, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, Dr. Rahman.